So my car was broken into in some way yesterday. It was either on Main and Rose in Venice while I was at work, or it was at the Chase Bank on Lincoln while I was kind of snoozing. And each one has its own kind of weirdness to it, because if it was the Venice one, that means they just got into the trunk. And I'm like one of these, like, where I just lock the car automatically. You know, that's just how I do it. You know, and if you press to that, I mean, sometimes, you know, of course, you can always say that automatic means that you just do it without thought, and then one time maybe you didn't do it without thought, or maybe I didn't do it. I mean, and there's been times where I thought I locked something, and I had to, and I didn't have the actual memory of locking it, and I went back and it actually wasn't locked, which was a good thing that I went back. But I didn't have that feeling on this one. It's only like after the math where something happens and you're like, I'm like, oh, did I have that? No. But anyway, so it was either that or I was done at the Chase Bank, and then I just kind of was waiting for a phone call, and I figured just wait in the parking lot and take a snooze, and then I'm thinking maybe that's when it happened. And the only reason I say that is because by the time I got to go to the Venice Public Library, I opened the trunk and it was not there. My laptop bag and you know, all that kind of, all the things that it contained, which was a laptop and a bunch of other stuff. You know, I was like, where is it? Where is it? So when I broke it down, I mean, it's either then, because the Venice one is interesting because the middle console, it was pulled back. And I don't remember pulling it back for any reason whatsoever. And it was pulled back, which means they got into the inside of the car, in which case, if you're going into the inside of the car, why wouldn't you go into the glove compartment, take the sunglasses, go into, take the USB to, you know, lightning cable connected, take the food, you know, the trail mix snacks, take the clothes, I mean, you know, and yeah, and I even had 2 tote bags with clothes in the back, and they just grabbed the laptop bag, and I guess you're just doing a snag and grab, you know, so fast, just going for whatever. I'm assuming that's what it is, but I kept thinking about, like, you know, what is the kind of person that does that? And I'll tell you, I'll never forget. I remember stealing $20 from this girl named Monique, I believe, in middle school, 7th grade, I think, maybe 8th, 7th or 8th. $20, and it was just sticking right out there. She was sitting in front of me, and it was just sticking right in front, and yeah, I just kind of took it. And then you know, and I've stolen from other people, and here and there for about 2 years after that, and then I kind of just stopped because I kept getting you know, you get I don't know, maybe my conscience got the best of me. You know, not get the best of me. Well, maybe that's a good thing. So since, let's say 15 at the most, I don't think I've stolen from anybody else. No, I don't think. I mean, it's one of those, like, where I have nothing of that memory, and I'll remember. I remember taking that $20. I remember those moments. So it gets me to think. You know, I mean, clearly I've held on to this for 30 plus years. I mean, and I feel bad. I mean, you know, but I feel bad enough to not do that behavior again. So then I'm thinking, or I did it for a couple of years, but then it's cumulative, and then it stopped. And then I'm thinking, like, but the $20, I mean, like, you know, one of the things I always got to thinking about is that me taking the $20 from her, I don't know, maybe that was $20 for the week for her. Maybe I thought it was $20 for the day. I don't know. I think I just didn't give a shit. I think that's a sad reflection of my mental state at the time, but I think it was giving a shit, but not giving a shit about the right things, or let's say just not the right. I don't want to make it about a right or wrong, but the decent things. And the inconvenience that taking things from other people causes them. Whatever the inconvenience is, however they value the things that they have, whether it's $20, and maybe that's $20 for the week, and then they go back to them, or maybe that's $20 for their family that they have to take, and it was there. And maybe you're saying like, oh, what kind of bag was it? Was a Louis Vuitton bag? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I grew up in an affluent neighborhood, so, or in a school district, let's say, and there was an escalation in the '80s, but what does that matter though? I'm still putting out somebody in their day anyway. So, filling out this police report, back to the car getting broken into. I think it was when I was snoozing, because if the car is unlocked. And maybe I just don't remember moving the center console, and it just happened, right? Either I don't remember moving the center console, and somehow the trunk was open, which is unlikely because if I lock the car, so that doesn't happen. And if you're going to go into the car, so it had to have been when I was snoozing in the Chase parking lot, and well, so that's like ballsy, right? I mean, some guy's snoozing in the car, open windows. If the car is open, you can't get into the trunk. And maybe what woke me up is the trunk slamming or something like that. But they're just doing a snag and grab. I'm assuming, yeah. And well, anyway, so I'm filling out this report, and here's what they got. One laptop, Apple, MacBook Pro 17-inch from mid-June 2009. I really held on to that sucker. Did a RAM upgrade and all that. I don't know. I put that at like $2,000. Just because I think it's worth that, right? Those things are out of commission. Right? If you get a good working one, that's great. One power adapter, MagSafe, 85-watt power adapter. It was still in the box. I bought it from Best Buy, literally on Thursday, because the other power adapter was just like had its final leg. I still had it in the box Friday, and yesterday the car gets broken into with the box inside the laptop bag. Unbelievable. Anyway, so I don't know. That's whatever Best Buy is. It's like $87, whatever, $87. Oh, this is where it gets good. I have one passport, United States of America, US of A. That's $145, right? I didn't know that. And then I think to get an Israeli passport, because that was in there too, is $40. Or I think maybe that's just a replacement. I'm not sure. One social security card from the United States of America that had nothing. I found out that you don't need to pay. I think you just have to fill out a form. And one toiletry bag. This was the Amazon Basics. That's an amazing toiletry bag. I think that's definitely worth the money. $12.61, free shipping. Then there was the computer handbag that was gotten back in 2009 when I got the 17-inch computer. So I don't even know what the computer it was kind of awesome. It can go over the shoulder, but it can also go where you change the strap. It's an awesome bag. The zipper was all messed up. It's definitely had some good strong city miles on it. So I put a question mark as to, I don't know, but it had everything that's in this list in this bag, okay? And then one power adapter. This is the MagSafe. This is the 85 power adapter that's broken. I figure that doesn't, nothing on the fair dollar value. One shopping bag, Trader Joe's in the side pocket right there, 99 cents. That is awesome value for a, reusable grocery bag. One book, Ayurveda, The Science of Self-Healing. That's $9.86 on Amazon. One book, Pocket Bhagavad. Bhagavad. Yeah, I said it right. Bhagavad Gita for $26.95. And then one wallet, leather. That leather wallet my grandmother got me, I'll tell you. I mean, it had a bunch of my frequent flyer. I don't think I even used those things. I had a bunch of those freaking flyers. I don't even think I used those things. It's just, my grandmother got me that, and it is sentimental. But you know what? I mean, but at the end of the day, it's just a leather wallet. I mean, whatever, things you lose in the fire. But, then I had a bunch of pens, highlighters, pencils, markers, used, unused. I don't know what that is. One toothbrush, one toothpaste. I figure I'd throw that in there if I'm getting ridiculous in the list. There is one razor, that Gillette Mach 3. I mean, the handle, that is pretty good at $7.35 from Amazon. And then there's the shaving cream from Trader Joe's. I figure if it's full at $11.26, it's probably like worth a good $5.63. I don't think I went through the whole thing. Then I had a sunscreen lotion from Trader Joe's, 1818 full, so I'll figure $9.09. There was this stainless steel tongue scraper. And it's not so much, I just go out and get a tongue scraper. I get it. But this was anagrammed. And I got it in 2007 when I started trying to change my habits in terms of lifestyle, nutrition, and or attempt at doing that. And this anagrammed stainless tongue scraper really stayed with me. And just the fact of like having something for that long, and then it's gone. So I don't know. And then one notebook and journal, which is personal stuff, which is of course priceless. I mean, there's no price on that, right? So all of that is gone, and I'm kind of I get it. I guess there's a high that's involved with snatching, especially if there's like some guy snoozing in the car and you're just lifting up the trunk, you're sneaking behind there, right? And just grabbing something. And then where are you going with it, right? The passport, I mean, I got to take care of that. Fucking man, I got to take care of that tomorrow. All the other stuff is replaceable, right? I mean, things you lose in a fire, right? I mean, who am I to complain about anything? I mean, people are getting devastated by hurricanes and other just social, political situations and the whole thing. I mean, this isn't just my list. But, I figured why not itemize what the Venice police wanted me to itemize. And I'm like, I know slim to none. There's no way of getting it. I mean, it's either, what is it, like transient or a homeless person. Who else is going to just, like, I'm not targeted specifically. The laptop, they're not, what can they get? It's a Mac. Unless they know the hackers that can get into a Mac, which the question is would the hackers who can get into a Mac know people like this and why? That it starts asking me all these kind of questions. The passport's got to be red flagged for sure. So that's getting taken care of tomorrow, Monday. Same with the social security card. Same with all that stuff. Yeah, the notebook journal. It's one of those things I don't even remember what was in it. Like, it was a lot of different things. That'll kind of suck. But then where are you going? Where are you going with a laptop, right? I mean, you're snagging and grabbing. What are they thinking they're getting? Like, unless they opened a bank account yesterday, which I've already put the Experian, the Equifax alerts. That's already done. My Find My phone in Apple. It's like set to delete. Go bypass that. I don't know. I'm hoping that it works. That the second it goes online, it's just gone. And even if you load up the laptop, I don't think you're getting past the putting in password screen. And I'm pretty sure I'm crazy enough to do the whole thing where if you get the password wrong like 3 times, the whole thing gets erased. Which I think they have that feature. I don't know if I'm mistaken about that. Maybe I just dreamt it. Yeah, so where are you going with it? Let's say you go to a pawn shop or an Apple parts place. Like, if it's a legit place, they're not going to want to have anything to do with you. They're not going to give you anything for it. Even if it's the shadiest place ever, they need to know the hackers that can get into it and clear out the drive. In which case, all you care about is just clearing out the drive. The easiest way to do it is just like zap it with a magnet. In which case, all right, there it is. All right, so you're getting it for parts at best. At best, it's for parts. The power adapter, I guess you can go back. Here's the wild thing. I went to Best Buy, and they said to me, because if the person, because the receipt was in the bag still, so if the person tries to go to Best Buy with the thing still in the box, still in the wrap, with the receipt, the best they can get is a gift card, which I guess they can trade on the street for something, but I can find out if that person got the gift card and then they have camera footage, which I didn't know they had, and I was like, and then you give that to the police, and it's like, not that that improves it, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, I have zero faith in the recoverability of any of these things. It would be unbelievable if anything gets sent back, but I still have to take these precautions to just go through it, and yeah, just yeah, it's just interesting, all the things you lose and all the things you still carry with yourself, but at the same time, it's like this is not like this is like another, this is a human being doing it to another human being. Really, is the difference. You know, like hurricanes. You know, that's one thing. I hope everybody's safe from that stuff. And you know, they're not. That you know, all that stuff, and then, you know, but like it's land, and anyway, I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, I guess it's different when a human does it to another human. And I remember just taking that $20 because I didn't give a shit. And this person probably snagged this because they don't give a shit. And I'm guessing that person is not like 12 or 13 or 14 years old. I'm guessing that person is an adult. I'm guessing. These are guesses, right? I mean, it's Saturday, midday, so maybe it's a 12 and 13, 14-year-old sneaking around, seeing a person snooze, trying the trunk, and grabbing it. Because if you had access to the car, you would take everything, right? You would take the sunglasses in the glove compartment. That's an easy go-to. It's the Ray-Bans. Of course, you're going to go for the Ray-Bans. No. There's a great umbrella in the car in the back that wasn't taken. The tote bags or the clothes weren't taken. So I'm assuming it's just taking for the taking, or just grabbing something just to see, just to try to get something. And then you're getting me talking about my profession. That, like, I try to work with, you know, people who are, I don't know, with I don't think I'm currently a dick in any kind of way in life. So I'm like, I don't know, you know. And even if it has my phone numbers, they have that business cards. So I forgot to list that. I know there's a bunch of rocks, like sentimental rocks. People, you know, someone gave me. But yeah, all the things you lose, and then you forget, and it's all about, you know, the whole letting go thing, and it's yeah. Some people literally let go, like they cathartic, they set things on fire. You know, I gotta sort of like do this thing where it says, hey, time to get a new computer, and it just sucks that all the other crap was still in it. The reason all the other crap was still in it is because I was going, I just came back from going to Bulgaria for a yoga festival, the Udaya Live Yoga Festival, and also shooting in New Boyana for Udaya. But anyway, so the passports were in there for that thing, and that just teaches me, like, you know, always unpack everything, right? Teaches me probably yet again to unpack everything, but this time it's serious, you know, or more serious, or more grave, and you know, and who knows? But it's like, who am I to compare it to the countless people that are just being just horrified over just brutalities all around the world. But it was just interesting to make the list that this one person, in sneaking around, opening the trunk, grabbing that, all the stuff that now I have to deal with, and now it just doing something to another human being. And then there's certain people that do some things to a lot of human beings, right? A lot of human beings. But anyway, it's just interesting to see the list. Yeah. So yeah, and bottom line is, I'm sorry, Monique, for ever taking that $20 from you.